Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new NFL venue for the first time in history. We go to Munich, Germany at Allianz Arena, where Bayern Munich normally plays football across the sea. We're bringing football, the American style, across the European crying river. Ourselves, we got the Dolphins, we got the Chiefs, locked, loaded, and ready to go for some action here in week number 9. Dolphins coming in with a 2-6 record, and the Chiefs with their own 6-2, holding pretty strong. Both these teams unfavored by the sim. Well, I guess you could say that for the Dolphins in week 1. The Chiefs favored, but the simulation wrong for both these teams in their opener. Chargers took the loss to the Dolphins. Chiefs took the loss to the Lions, as we are 15 of 16 in week 1 in real life. Nonetheless, though, excited to be back and ready to go, and hopefully this will be a banger of a game. I think it should be. These two teams should deliver some offensive fireworks today. That is the plan. But it looks like we are ready to go. Dolphins will kick it off to Kansas City to get us started here. And we get to do this real quick right before we get to our Monday Night Football. What's good, Bolt? John Zeller, NFL fan, Vince fan, Sports Prod, Eggs Off, and everybody else joining me today. Also, shout out John Zeller with his recent renewal of the subscription. I appreciate that, my friend. I believe you are now a 2-month member, so thank you so much. As Sanders on for the kickoff, and we're underway from Munich, Germany. Return will be taken by Pacheco from a zone 3-yard line up the middle. Pretty poor return up to just the 19-yard line, and Patrick Mahomes will begin from there. Well, Mahomes in the sim, been pretty good. Mahomes in real life looked a little bit worse for wear in that Thursday night game. Obviously not all his fault. His receivers couldn't catch a cold, especially Kadarius Toney. Couldn't catch COVID if he wanted to, but nonetheless, that was pretty rough. Kicker got 17 points for fantasy draft. It was Nick Folk won it for the Titans. He had himself a day. Mahomes starts under center with a handoff to Pacheco, who's met in the backfield and lost of a yard on the play. It's Javon Holland getting back there in an instant. Dolphins looked scary. What's good, SM? You hate the Falcons? Well, that is understandable. My predictions right now, I think I'm 6-9. Looking to make it 7-9 with a Bill victory tonight, but who knows at this point? The NFL is just up for toss, up for grabs. Nobody knows who is good and bad. It's a 3-man rush here facing Mahomes. Not a good idea. He has time down the middle, and the sim Kadarius Toney, he can actually catch a football, which means he's got a gain of 10. Who had a worse jet in week number 1, Kadarius Toney or the New York Giants? Toney cost the defending Super Bowl champions a victory on their ring night, spoiled their own party, and the Giants got shut out and obliterated by 40 at home the day before 9/11. 3rd and 1, 4-receiver look for the Kansas City Chiefs. Hand off to Jerick McKinnon. Good blocking downfield and a little push from his offensive line. He'll pick up 10 of his own. How the Bengals lose 24-3? Yeah. Well, let me tell you, Jim Schwartz, he brings a new atmosphere to this team. The defense is insane. Browns and Fins won. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I doubted Miami, but I will say in that prediction I had the Chargers to win 37-35, and I said whoever gets the ball last will win. As Travis Kelce with a big gainer down the right side. This is something we didn't see in week 1 because of his injury, but that is going to be a gain of 31 on his first catch. But as I was saying, I said whoever had the ball last would win that game. I was wrong, but I said the winner would win by 2, and it would be 37-35. Final score is 36-34. So close, but I had the wrong team anyway, so it didn't really matter. 2 minutes gone on this opening drive. See what we can do with Kansas City. Mahomes from under center, good protection. Sidearm left side, it's caught, and out of bounds is MVS. It was good scribble. Giants had it worse. I feared Daniel Jones' old Danny, but the O-line was garbage, yeah. Honestly, I had 3 quarterbacks this season, chat, that I put a question mark on. What's good, XSM? And that was Brock Purdy, Daniel Jones, and Geno Smith. Purdy balled out. Everybody else, not so much. Mahomes now from the 14. Right side, crossbody. Valdez Scantling back-to-back catches. That one's good for 8. Now, I will say, I started 2 in 3 of my 4 leagues, and I'm still going to lose in 2 of my 4 leagues. Despite that, I played against Aaron Jones this week, who absolutely popped off. So, unfortunate for me. Jordan Love looked very good, too. 2nd and 2. 5 wide for the Kansas City Chiefs. Dolphins look to bring some pressure. They bring 4. Mahomes, left side, batted down, incomplete. Nice play for the Miami Dolphins. It's Kohu, the rookie. Yeah, Jordan Love looked excellent. But it is the Bears. Keep that in mind. All due respect to Bear fans. You guys are still technically in the rebuilding process. I know you guys think you're great because you have a good, or I would say a rising star QB and a really good wide receiver. But it takes more than that to be a complete team. You guys found that out in week 1. Nonetheless, it's looking better as Kelsey walks into the end zone for the game's opening score in Munich. Chiefs take their opening drive 81 yards in just over 3 minutes. Yeah, Tua popped off. I mean, that game was an absolute shootout. Kevin Harlan on the call was electric. I mean, you love to see it, truly. That was incredible. But yeah, man, let's break down each game as the extra point here is up and good. Already talked about Kansas City, Detroit on Friday night for the most part. So there is that. I've watched highlights for most of the games. Panthers, Falcons, I think Bryce Young showed some good signs. A couple of those picks, he threw 2 and a touchdown. Both those picks, though, were excellent reads by the DBs. I mean, that's not really any errant throws on his part. He looks great. I didn't forget about Tua. He had the 3rd best passer rating last year. That's why I drafted him in all my leagues. If he stays healthy, he's incredible. But yeah, Tua was crazy. Chargers Fins almost 60 minutes long. I didn't even bother watching it because I watched it on Red Zone, and that was pretty much the only thing on Red Zone for the entire 3 hours that game was live. As we get a return here from Braxton Berrios with a good return. Room to run across the 30, brought down at the 34 by McKinnon. Every QB that got paid big this offseason didn't play well in week 1. Yeah, actually. Just reading the AFC North quarterback ratings, Chet. Should I share with the class? Because these will really, really intrigue you. All right, well, I'll read it after this play. You guys let me know what order you think the QBs are in after week 1. As Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins with their first drive in Munich. Tua with pressure coming. Deep right side pass over the shoulder. Looking for, I believe Tyreek Hill. May have been Jalen Waddle, but man, Tyreek Hill breaking records. Adding himself into the history books. What a week 1 for him. 215 receiving yards. 2 big touchdowns as well, including the game winner. That was insane. Ball team on Madden with my Giants 15-minute quarters. Rookie arcade won 340-0. Fair enough. 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa a little too much there. We'll hand off to Raheem Mostert, who had a very good week 1 as well. He goes up the middle to pick up 7, and he gets hurt in the process. Brilliant. Jalen Hurts was solid. Fair enough. All right, chat. Here is the AFC North quarterback passer rating. So that remember, or no, I'm sorry, the QBR. Passer rating goes up to 158.3. QBR goes from 0 to 100. Lamar Jackson comes in last with a 13.6 in the AFC North, followed by Burrow at a 20.4, Kenny Pickett at a 23.9, and Deshaun Watson with a 65.9 atop the AFC North. 3rd and 3, Dolphins with an I formation look. Kansas City brings 4. Tua off the bootleg. Down the middle, Alec Ingold is going to be inches short. I said there. And it's Bolt. That day of school, luckily it's over. Hey, man, we got football. Now you can look forward to weekends even more. We all have purpose in this chat now. No, actually, the Patriots should have won that game. As the Dolphins will punt here with Jake Bailey getting this one up and away. He hardly saw the field week number 1. Returnable from the 12-yard line, taken left side up to the 21. Dex had a point where he's a game manager of the Cowboys defense. Yeah. You're not wrong. Cowboy defense was incredible, to say the least. That was pretty wild. But yeah, what a week 1. I mean, I'll talk about some of the games that surprised me the most. Niners, Steelers, Pittsburgh just dead from rights, man. Never even looked like they had a chance in that game. San Francisco, Brock Purdy right now leads the league in passer rating, or QBR rather, as Mahomes here off the play action. So dangerous here. He shows it down the middle, incomplete. What a Tony, not like he was going to catch it anyway. But nonetheless, an incredible week 1. Tons of upsets. How about Baker Mayfield going out there getting his first week 1 win of his career? And then you got some teams like Atlanta with a winning record for the first time since 2017. Browns win their first home opener to open the season since 2004. Mahomes down with pressure in his face. Right side puts it in the dirt. But man, I mean, we got... Everybody said week 1 kind of sucked. I disagree. There were a lot of close games that came down to the wire. I mean, actually, let me go through and count how many one-possession games there were, because I feel like there were quite a few. The Rams surprised me the most, especially with no Cooper Kupp. That one Pakanuka or whatever his name is, with 119 receiving yards coming out of nowhere as Mahomes stepping up and taking off up the middle. He gets speared down again of 8. One of the first down, couldn't quite get it. Definitely looked up random stats to tell you, and I was pretty happy. Trust me, I was like on the couch all day yesterday. All right, so we got, let's see how many one-possession games we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, only 6. 7 counting Thursday night. So maybe not that incredible, but that doesn't mean these games weren't competitive, that's for sure. As we get a punt here, returned, or rather, fair caught at the 26. Tua gets his second drive. But yeah, I was shocked with Tampa Bay. Can't believe Minnesota choked that away, but Kirk Cousins showing his true colors. Kenny Pickett looked absolutely awful. Not pretty whatsoever. Geno Smith also looked worse for wear. The Seahawks offense forgot there's 30 more minutes after halftime. But man, let me just brag about my Cleveland Browns for a second, chat, because we are the #1 seed in the AFC, and I'm going to hold that trophy for as long as I can as Tua goes deep right side. It's batted down and complete with L'Jarius Sneed on the coverage. But like, let me just brag about us for a little bit, chat, because I cannot believe that. Our defense was unbelievable. The first 20 minutes of the game, we gave up 1 first down. Like, in what world? It's crazy what happens with just a simple defensive coordinator switch. As the Dolphins with 3 receivers left. Tua stepping that way off his back foot deep down the sideline. It's incomplete. Tua's now 1 for 4. Called by random AI generator. Yeah, I mean, I watched a tiny bit of that game, but mostly on red zone. It was the Packers in the red zone. But yeah, Justin Fields didn't look too sharp throwing the football. 30-10. Tua with the ball at 26. Looking for completion number 2. Pressure coming. Tua, left side, it's in the dirt, incomplete. This game really does not like Tua, and I don't know why. Especially after his week 1 performance. I don't get it. Doesn't really make too much sense to me, but wow. Nonetheless, Chet, I'm going to try to get to work probably tomorrow if I can, maybe Wednesday. We'll try to get those top 10 power rankings as well as my week 2 predictions out before Thursday night's game. As we get a return here from Kadarius Toney. No, it is Rice, I believe, up to the 40. 14-2-1, I think it's their year. A tie is interesting, but I mess with it. Was even Fields' fault. Went for 2 QB sneaks in a row. Yeah, that's something. Play calling sounds rough, but I mean, I don't know. But yeah, we got the Steelers next week. That'll be something. That'll be interesting. Monday Night Football in a place where we have not won in the regular season in my lifetime. I turn 18 next month, by the way, Chet. Mahomes here with a minute to go in the first quarter. On the 3rd chief possession today, looking to double their lead with a touchdown. Man in motion. 5-man rush. Mahomes poised. Deep right side over the shoulder. Overthrows Kelsey. Yeah, our offense looked shaky at times. The first half was interesting. Nice little 2-minute drill rushing touchdown from Deshaun Watson. He looked like he was having fun out there. He wasn't nervous. He wasn't paranoid about the media. He was playing football, and that's all you can really ask for. 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown, 1 pick. He looked okay. Burrow had the worst game of his career. Our defense was screaming in his face as this one is a screaming catch for MVS inside the Dolphin 40. But by far and easily my favorite play of the day for any team, and I mean, the bias is here, but 4th down and 4, Bengals down by 13. They go for it at like their own 30. And Myles Garrett does his famous little double step, gets around the offensive lineman. The chip block from the running back, he bulldozes through him and gets the sack on Burrow, and that's when the game was over. Pass down the middle, incomplete for Kelsey. And Joe Burrow got benched. 14 for 31, 82 passing yards. The worst game of his career. We own him, plain and simple. It's just the way it works. You love to see it. So, still in the first quarter, despite all this yapping from me. Handoff here to Pacheco up the middle, running through defenders, got the first down, still going. We'll pick up 15. Wow. I did see it was 14-38 at one point. That wasn't pretty. At least you don't have the Texans going 17-0. That's true. Now, the Ravens looked pretty, I mean, given that it was Houston and the Texans could have taken advantage multiple times, like, yikes. I mean, I know the spread was like 9.5, but the Ravens just looked awful from what I could tell. As we get the second quarter underway here, Mahomes deep down the middle, almost had a touchdown walking in there for Valdez-Scantling. But yeah, I'm just trying to think. Most embarrassing loss in week 1 by far has got to go to the Giants, followed probably by Pittsburgh. But it's week 1. There's still so much more football. You can't really get a gauge on a team until week 4, in my opinion. But still, it's good if you're 1-0. If not, you can always build. Mahomes here on the bootleg right side, finds Noah Gray stepping up the sideline, picks up 3. I forgot Eli Apple was a Dolphin. That's something. Maybe that's why they gave up 34 points yesterday. Dobbins tore his Achilles, and I have him on one of my fantasy teams, so he gave me a nice 11.2 points before he decided to retire. 3rd and 7, ball at the 21 of Miami. Mahomes down the middle, it is caught, and Sky Moore stays upright, picks up 14. How's that more embarrassing than the Bengals lost? Well, because, I mean, I don't know. It's just the Steelers, that thing, the image I saw, 199 to 1 passing yards, that's embarrassing. Or 100, that was total, actually, yeah, total yards in the first half. They were dead from the beginning. Bengals kind of held in there for most of the game, but, like, conditions were absolutely terrible. Pacheco going to walk in for the easy Chiefs score. And Kansas City, it looks like they might be opening up something here at Allianz Arena. Admit I hate the Steelers. I mean, I will openly admit that. There's no problem for me. But I think the 3 teams that looked the worst were the Giants, the Steelers, and the Bears, respectfully. I'm going to be critical on teams that I think deserve it. And with all due respect, I haven't put together my top 10 yet. Obviously, this game tonight is going to play a factor in that because I have Buffalo in the top 10 and the Jets knocking on the door in my preseason power rankings. But, I mean, I don't think the Bengals are going to drop out of the top 10. I can say that pretty safely now. I think the number 1 team for me is probably going to be San Francisco, honestly. Because the Chiefs lost, the Bengals lost, Eagles didn't look convincing. We'll see what happens. Either to the Ravens, there's going to be a lot of movement. As return here from Braxton Berrios from his own goal line. Had a good one before this one, not so good out to the 21. But yeah, I mean, given the conditions, given the whole narrative, where they were playing, who they were playing, versus Pittsburgh, a team that, you know, Matt Canada has figured out this offense over this preseason. He looks a lot better. Pittsburgh is going to come out here and put together something great, and Kenny Pickett has a really good 95-yard drive before halftime, and that was all the offense we saw from Pittsburgh. I mean, it wasn't pretty. Handoff here to Mostert. Good blocking downfield. Steps up and picks up 5. Everyone who hated the Chiefs laughed at the Chiefs, and the rest of the week won't happen. That's true. Steelers loss is defense more embarrassing. Bengals, the Wizards, the Browns don't know what to happen. Yeah, it's definitely more embarrassing, yeah. I mean, that's just my takes, honestly. And we have Pittsburgh next week. For all we know, we could look like a completely new team, and so could the Pittsburgh Steelers. As to a left side pass is caught by Jalen Waddle, will pick up the first down. Yeah, Richardson, I saw, had a pretty good game as well. Knew he took a couple of big-time hits there in his first rookie start. But, yeah, the Colts held their own for a little bit, had a fourth-quarter lead as far as I'm concerned. A little bit surprising, but Jacksonville gets the job done late. As Tagovailoa facing a 4-man rush. Here comes Chris Jones, recently rejoining his team. That'll be incomplete. Anthony Richardson did play pretty well, though. I'm yet to watch the Jaguars-Colts highlights. I think I've watched Tampa, Minnesota, San Francisco, Minnesota, Carolina, Atlanta. I'm trying to think. Most of my college class, I just been watching NFL highlights. As we get a handoff here up the middle to Raheem Mostert. He goes nowhere. All right, Tannehill. Oof, don't even get me started. That was another highlight I watched, was Tennessee and New Orleans. Listen, I projected Tennessee to win that game because I thought Derrick Henry would do something. But if Derrick Henry can't get going, that offense is so done for. Why did DeAndre Hopkins agree to sign there? 3rd and 11. Tagovailoa. Gonna heave this one deep left side. It's incomplete with a penalty marker down. This will be pass interference and a free fence first down. Nice. TJ Watt's going to humble us. Yeah, TJ Watt is going to be going up against, because of the season-ending injury to Jack Conklin, 6'8", 375-pound DeJuan Jones, the rookie out of Ohio State, who had a very good game yesterday. So that'll be a good test for him. We'll see what happens. Tua now going to empty out the backfield. Can't believe this game is moving this slow, actually. Right side pass is caught by Durham Smythe, taken out in bounds after a gain of 7. What's up, Lou? What you got? Why did the New York Jets play on 9/11? They probably won that game in New York. That is pretty wild, but, I mean, same thing happened last year, to be fair. There will be a pretty cool, I'm sure, pregame thing, which is why I'm hoping this game goes a little bit quicker. I'd like to watch a little bit of pregame as we get an I formation handoff left side to Raheem Mostert going nowhere. He is going to end up losing a yard. Well, even Amari Cooper at your flex wasn't that good of a decision. It was like, what, 3 catches, 36 yards? He hurt his calf. He should be fine. But, I mean, yeah, conditions were definitely against anybody with an offense on the East Coast yesterday. Hence why Tua and Tyreek went crazy. 4-man rush, screen pass to Mostert. He's got the first down and plenty more out of bounds at the 19. Dolphins finally move the football a little bit here. But, yeah, now that we move closer to halftime and closer to kickoff for Monday Night Football Chat, what are our score predictions tonight for the Bills and the Jets? What are we thinking? As Tua under center from the 19. Looking to throw. Rolling left, throwing to the end zone. Incomplete, whole lot of contact. No penalty markers. Aaron Rodgers tonight. Going to be something interesting. As a New York Jet. Tua is now co-favorite with Mahomes to win MVP. That's crazy. 28-23 Bills, 3-24 Jets. All right. 2nd and 10. Tua from under center. With a handoff up the middle. Mostert goes nowhere. That takes us to the 2-minute warning at Allianz Arena in Munich, Germany. I also like the Bills tonight by a field goal. Should be a pretty good game. 3rd and 10 here, though. Tua rolling right, trying to evade pressure hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. I think Stephon Diggs will have a touchdown tonight. Charger defense just bad. Yeah, Charger defense has been bad, let's be real. They need to fix some things over there as soon as possible as we get a Jason Sanders 36-yard attempt from the left hash. Kick is on the way, and it's good. Dolphins get on the board with a late 2nd quarter field goal. Still, though, that game was incredible. That Browns-Bengals game was horrific. I was going to ask you that because I suddenly had a light bulb in the brain moment that I remembered you were a Bengal fan. I mean, I projected we'd win. I thought it'd be a lot closer, given that our Week 1 games are never comfortable. But, man, that was just pure defensive domination. I couldn't believe it. I mean, honestly. Za'Darius Smith on the very first play of the game just comes in there and wrecks Joe Burrow. And I think Burrow, from that point on, was just, like, a little bit edgy, just a little bit nervous as we get a return here from Pacheco from the 2-yard line up the middle. Taken to the 22. I thought Burrow would look a little bit better as well, but I don't know. None of the AFC North quarterbacks looked great. I mean, Watson looked the best out of all of them. I don't think that's very arguable, in my opinion. But I don't know. I think Lamar lost a fumble, had a pick. That's about it for him. Watson, 2 total touchdowns and a pick. Kenny Pickett, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And Burrow, nothing and nothing. As Mahomes, with plenty of time, finds Isaiah Pacheco to the outside. He's going to tumble forward to pick up 9. Yeah, Watson looked pretty good. I was very excited watching that game. It's just like a new chapter of defense. Like, usually when I'd see the defense on the field, I would wince. I would be scared. I'd be terrified. I wouldn't like it. But for us to give up 3 points and force 9 punts, like, that is uncharted territory that the Cleveland Browns are unfamiliar with. Obviously, the weather played a factor, but still our defense looks great as Mahomes doesn't quite have a first down completion. Knocked out there on a nice play by Goat. Knew Burrow wasn't going to play good. Burrow's a good QB, but yeah. That is the very LeBron thing to say. I knew Joe Burrow was going to throw for less than 100 yards in week number 1. 30-yard here for Kansas City. Ball at the 31. Mahomes hasn't been too sharp, but he will deliver there. First down up to the 35. Chubb too, yeah. He goes into today with the third most rushing yards out of any running back behind McCaffrey and Eckler, who both had big gainers. I think McCaffrey had a 65-yard touchdown. I think Eckler had a 42-yard rush as well in there. But Chubb just had some consistent 12-yard carries here and there as Kadarius Toney down the middle picks up 9, timeout Kansas City. But yeah, super proud of our defense. Even though we lost the turnover battle, we are -2 in the turnover differential books, and we still end up winning that game by 21. That shows something. Honestly, that was very impressive. What's good? Proud OBJ after the Ravens win. OBJ gets his first W as a Bird. Gain of 9 there for Mahomes. Big rush coming. Mahomes delivers anyways. Ball to the 50. Eli Apple on the tackle. Yeah. Well, Chet, I guess I'll ask you this as we have one of our final plays here for the Chiefs of the half from midfield. Mahomes stepping up in the pocket, throwing downfield, finds Sky Moore looking to get out of bounds. Cannot. Timeout Kansas City. What's good, Vikings fan? What team were you most impressed with, and what team were you least impressed with in week number 1 so far? Vikings okay, defense couldn't get it done. I would blame your offense a little bit. Your red zone offense is pretty rough, especially against a team like Tampa Bay. As we get a 1st and 10 at the 24. Mahomes looking for more points. Right side out of the backfield. Staying on his feet down the sideline is Isaiah Pacheco. Kansas City, though, will elect for a field goal. Kadarius throwing shit at Giants at the 40th. I know, that's crazy. He has no room to speak. Not at all. Giants obviously most disappointing. I think that's pretty unanimous. I would agree with that. Bears fan, that loss hurts me. Oh, I see. That's understandable. As we get a Harrison Butker field goal opportunity from the 21-yard line for Kansas City. Kick on the way, and it's good. But it's just an absolutely crazy week 1 where both teams in the AFC Championship last year start the season out with a loss. I could not have predicted that. Couldn't catch a week 1 game to win. He should shut his mouth and play. Facts. So, all right, chat. Thumbs up if your team won in week 1. Thumbs down if they lost. Let me know where we sit right now with that. I also did not know that Eggs off. That's news to me. He probably mentioned it at some point before, but I just wasn't paying attention apparently. As Butker on for the kickoff, our final play of the first half, which has lasted almost a half an hour. This has been a long half. Barrios will end it with this return, which is taken to the right side up the middle at the 27. He's brought down. Third quarter. Starting here. Eggs off with a thumbs up. Some of the thumbs down. Both the thumbs down to BJ Bishop with a thumbs down. I think it was Commanders 20, Cards 16. Commanders may have had the most disappointing win of the week. Them or Baltimore, in my opinion. Yeah, thumbs down for the Vikings fan. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's rough. Next week is a massive week, though, for the AFC North. I will say that for any of my Steelers, Browns, Ravens, and Bengal fans in chat. The whole division plays each other. We got Bengals and Ravens on Sunday, and then Browns at Steelers on Monday Night Football. Should be a lot of fun as Barrios from his own 2-yard line will not give the Dolphins his first touchdown. Nowhere close to actually return up to the 18. Defense of the Cowboys is going to carry the season for them. Last night's game proved that it's true. I don't think they're going to carry necessarily, especially against certain teams, but they did look awfully good. Played good, but played not good, but still came up with a win by a large amount. I mean, they were playing the Texans, granted. But yeah, I would agree. They looked worse for wear yesterday. Not the greatest. First down and 10 for the Miami Dolphins with a handoff to Ray. Mostert looking for the edge, almost got away. Picks up 4. Dak didn't even get a touchdown. Tony Pollard had 2. The defense had 1. The special teams had 1. trying to think what else. And then there was another touchdown and 2 field goals. Something like that. Who knows? 2nd and 6 here with a running clock, thankfully. Getting closer and closer to Monday Night Football. Can't wait for that. Handoff here up the middle. Raheem Mostert has the first down. Defense did do the carrying last night. I'll give you that much. But in the future, though, will it always be the Dallas defense on top? I don't know. Guess we'll have to leave that question for the future. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa right side. Wide open Braxton Berrios. Tucked out of bounds at the 34. Try to see what other games you got going on this week. Tomorrow night, Vikings-Falcons. That'll be something. Combined 0-5 in Super Bowls. That'll be, I guess, certainly a game of all time. As we get a handoff here on 2nd and 4 to Tyreek Hill off the edge. That was blown up immediately. Kansas City with a good read there. Wow. All right, let me lock in real quick, chat. Let me stop horsing around here for you. 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa now from the 32. Needs the 40. Stepping left, pressure coming, throwing away, and it's incomplete. Only facing the Browns. Yeah. Browns didn't show their full potential because they were in the rain. Well, you could argue the same for the Bengals. But I would agree. Watson's pick also got tipped on the way. It looked like a really bad pass live, but you can see in the replay it got deflected. As that is a fair catch made at the 22. Kansas City looking like they're going to walk away with the victory. Actually do something good week 1. Now everybody thinks they're going to the Super Bowl. I mean, hey, man. Why not us, right? Why not us? When's it going to be our turn? Why not this year, right? We've waited patiently. You guys talking about stairway to 7. I'm talking about stairway to 1, Bubba. 40 go in the 3rd quarter. Mahomes off the play action. Looking for someone deep. And he goes deep right side. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. With a gain of 25. All right. Played Eagles last year Thursday night. Yeah, you did. No, you played them last year on Monday night. I remember that, actually. That was the Monday night doubleheader. Which, are we getting that next week too, or what? Is there 2 Monday night games next week? I can't remember, actually. I will have to look. Yes, there is. Handoff here up the middle. Isaiah Pacheco running through defenders. The Dolphins just can't tackle today. For what it's worth, they're just missing left and right. Yeah, we do have a Monday night doubleheader next week. It's the Saints and Panthers, followed by Browns and Steelers. Currently, the Browns are 2-point favorites to win that game. Wow. And the public is fading the Browns. Play action for Mahomes again. Right side, it's incomplete. Tony didn't even try. Browns like one of the playoffs, win the Super Bowl. All right, then. Tired of sharing the top spot with the New England. Wow, the New England ref. I don't even know what to say that. What to say about that. That's certainly something. 3rd and 2. See what Kansas City does here. As Mahomes right side finds his man Travis Kelce. Let me tell you, Kansas City, they play the Chargers, I believe, right? No, I'm wrong about that. Let's see who they play week 2. Because I don't remember. Why can't I find it? Okay. Well, I can't find it right now, but a handoff here, right side to Pacheco. He will pick up 5 on the carry. Where in the world? Hang on. Oh, yeah, they play the Jaguars next week. Yeah, when Kelce comes back, it's going to be a nightmare for Jacksonville. I'd like the Chiefs to win that game big, probably. 2nd and 5, Mahomes. 2 to go in the 3rd quarter. Now we're starting to move a little bit here. Down the middle, it's incomplete right as I say that the clock is going to stop again. Yeah, I hate to see it. Gotta leave and make dinner? Understandable. All right, enjoy your dinner, my friend. Have a nice night at 1-0. Let's get it. Chris Jones is back. You're right. 3rd and 5, 2:05 left in the third. At the 35, whole lots of 3s and 5s, right side, that is caught. And once again, Tony breaks the first tackle. Will gain 9. What's good, Chiefs kid? As we welcome in another member of the 0-1 squad, the Browns, the 1 seed in the AFC. You'll love to see it. Only jokes, of course. I mean, that is true, but I can't brag about it too hard. Plenty of season in front of us as Mahomes now, left side, down the seams, finds the first down to the 12. KT, catch that? I know, it's not very indicative of real life, but I suppose in a video game, perhaps. Hot take, let's hear it. As the clock continues to wind down at the Dolphins 12. Mahomes, right side, caught by Kelsey, hard hit taken, picks up 9. Kadarius Toney should be wide receiver 1. Okay. I don't hate that take. I mean, on that Chiefs roster, that really wouldn't make that big of a difference if you really look at it at the grand scheme of things. Toney used to be a DB, facts. 2nd down and inches. A whole lot of movement for the Kansas City offensive line and receivers. We get a handoff here to Pacheco, looking for a second touchdown. Won't get it there on the carry. It makes it 3rd and 2. The Dolphins live to see another down. Just got his mustache knocked off. No, that's crazy. That was a staple of Travis Kelce. What he should do is shave it the night before the first game, let it grow the entire season. Or something like that. Final play of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes to the end zone. It is incomplete. Sky Moore could not quite get the feet down. That was the story of week 1 for the Kansas City Chiefs, and that narrative looking like it is going to continue in the Sims. It's pretty rough, but Kansas City, though, will try a field goal. I believe. Would be dumb not to. And Bucker on for the 20-yard chip shot. This will be the easiest kick of his life. Kick on the way and good. Just about that last day. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, Sky Moore, pretty rough. Oh, you're okay. Well, I'm very oblivious. You're saying it got hit so hard as much. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Wow, it's whew. You take a weekend off and you forget how to think sometimes. It is what it is. But man, Dolphins just continue to fall farther and farther down the rankings in these Sims. You hate to see it. You really, really do. As we get a kickoff return taken from inside the end zone, Barrios finds no openings. Don't need wide receiver 1 there. I have Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes' favorite target. Kelce, it's true. My brain is not braining. Not at all. And I hope it's understandable. But I think Kansas City is going to take the 1 seed in these Sims after the win today, and they will. Actually, I don't know. Let me look this up real quick. As we get a Tua scramble and throw away. All right, what is better, 6-1-1 or 7-2? All right, NFL. Let's go. I can't do playoff predictions anymore because they already threw in all the week 1 results, which kind of sucks. I don't know how to feel about it. As we get a Tua pass here, 2nd and 10 screen pass, blown to smithereens and incomplete. Let me go to week 1 real quick and just go ahead and insert that, see what happens. All right, apparently 7-2 is worse, so guess we'll lock it in at the number 2 spot. 3rd and 10, Tua with blitzes coming, finds Tyreek Hill, who loses the football. It is scooped up by Kansas City. That's the first turnover today by either team, and it's going to cost the Dolphins the football. Unfortunate, too. That was actually A reasonable catch. Although Tyreek may have been down. I mean, we'll take a look at it from a few extra angles here and there. Also, don't have fan standings yet. I should probably hop on that pretty soon. I've been lazy. I've been enjoying my NFL Sundays. Hopefully you guys have too. Because if you haven't been, well, it's only going to be here for so many weeks. And we're going to review this. We're going to skip ahead because we really don't care. It's going to be a punt anyway, which it is on 3rd and inches. Actually, they may go for it here. See what their decision is. On the Miami sideline, Mike McDaniel starts the season 1-0 in real life. Hard-earned win for the Miami Dolphins. And they're going to go for it, so I guess it kind of matters a tiny, tiny bit. If they can convert, that is, as we get a play here, and it is blown up absolutely. Raheem Mostert goes backwards, and the Kansas City Chiefs take over on downs. Willie Gay gets the backfield. 10-7 Chiefs, yikes. 15-2 or 16-1 isn't crazy. You think the Chiefs are going to win out? That's insane to me. Never. That has never happened. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Hopefully they start running the football, which they will. Pacheco, though, is going to get a lot of yards. It's coming back anyways. He's down the left sideline near the end zone, out at the 1. It's coming back, though. Well, yeah, we're about to kick off Monday Night Football, so we need to hurry up here. Kansas City, why don't we just start running the football a little bit? Miami, don't even think about burning timeouts. Let's get in and out of here with a Chief victory. But yeah, Allianz Arena, first game we've simmed here. Looks pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Bayern Munich soccer team or football, depending on your viewing preference, plays there. Pacheco here on the right side will pick up 2. And now the clock will start to roll a tiny, tiny bit. If unlucky, then 6-11. That's quite the floor and ceiling. It's like a mansion of a floor and ceiling. Patty Mahomes looking to uncork one deep. We'll check down the middle. Kelsey can't hang on, which means the clock stops again. Nobody like that. Well, whatever. 3rd and 16 for Kansas City. Mahomes is going to throw again, pretty obviously. As he goes off the play action, stepping right, little check down to Pacheco. Will pick up no yards, and Harrison Butker on for the 50-yarder. And a minute from now. Mahomes is washed. Effects. Hot take, Michael Harmon will be the Jets' leading receiver tonight. I like that, actually. This will be a 50-yarder for Butker, as mentioned before, from the right hash. Kick up, all the way, and through. Take these, get it over with, Bex. They don't know that we're in a hurry. I had a feeling this would happen, though. Unfortunately, Tua ready for another drive. They should pull him, bench him, run the clock out anyway, which won't happen because it's Madden, but that's okay. But yeah, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Michael Hardman. Who's even at tight end anymore? Tyler Conklin? Yeah, I don't know. With the field goal, there you go. Harrison Butker knocks it through, and he's on for the kickoff yet again. This one back and away to Berrios. With a running start this time. Looks to go inside, finds no success there either. We get some nights in chat. Love to see it. Love to see it. Shit's already scored. All right, bro, stop playing. They're definitely still doing a ceremony. We know. Game legally can't even kick off till 8:15. That's when they're going to do the anthem anyway. So we still got about a minute as of right now. I should be good to go. And even if I miss the first little bit, I don't really care. Game will be entertaining, but not like my life depends on it. Then again, my life doesn't depend on Tua throwing the ball down by 20. Either down the middle, somehow caught by Jalen Waddle. Thank God he hang on to that one because that keeps the clock rolling for us. That is something that you love to see. That is brilliant. Somehow Chris Jones gets credited with that tackle. That is about as false as this game can get. 2 now on 1st and 10. Pressure coming down the middle. It is in the breadbasket of Durham Smythe. Still, though, a 20-point game. I mean, why do you even ponder passing? In the wise words of Paul Allen. That is a really true question I have right now. As Miami keeps throwing the football, that one's dropped, and that is exactly why I asked that question in the first place. Why do you even ponder passing? Now they're wasting everybody's time in the process of losing, making this an even more sufferable experience for all audiences. Under center, or rather in the gun, is Tua, left side down the middle and complete again. Who cares? They're about to turn it over on downs, then Kansas City here on the clock out. That's my new hope. At this point, let it happen. Tua, with pressure coming. Try to escape, throwing away, it's incomplete. One more of those, and the Chiefs will have the ball back and can run the clock out. Well, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you got the Vikings and the Falcons. Two pretty rough teams in the sim. The Vikings, the worst team in the NFC, above the Arizona Cardinals. And they proved why against Tampa Bay as Tua down the middle with the first down to Durham Smythe. Gets the Fins in field goal range. Kind of hate to see that. Sim, frozen pizzas, and pregame. All get fish at the same time. It's chaos. Well, that is true. This sim can go on for another 3 hours at this point. It is pretty brutal. Fins in the no huddle. Mostert motioned out wide. What's up, Soldier Girl? Welcome to the street. Tua stepping into a pass and the floater's incomplete. It couldn't get any worse than that. My goodness, man. Hi. Oh, heck no. Is that in response to the profile pick? Oh, Dolphins got to score more. Never mind. All right. We're chilling. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 26. Tua. Good protection this time. Finds Tyreek Hill. And that play will likely take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, and the Bills and Jets have kicked off. This was what I feared would happen. And, of course, we get the longest game of all time. Not really, but seems like it. No huddle here. Dolphins will get one more playoff before the 2-minute warning. Tua right side, first down. But Tyreek was suspended? No, not at all, actually. Stephon Diggs, 7-yard catch to get the game started for the Buffalo Bills. Let's go. There you go. After the 2-minute warning, it is 1st and 10 for the Miami Dolphins. Tua, I hope he throws a pick as he steps up in the pocket, taken down by the ankles, stacked by Karlaftis. All right. So Tua gets sacked down in the backfield there. Makes it 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. He goes outside. And pass is going to be caught. And the yardage after. Enough to move the ball up to the 15 and stop the clock in the process. Sweet. I need about 30 points from the Bills defense tonight, chat. Think that can happen? Who knows? 3rd and 9. Tua stepping up, throwing back corner of the end zone. It is caught for the Durham Smythe touchdown. Man. What's up, Connor? We had great weekends. You and me both. I already know. It's all that matters. We both know the answer to that question, my friend. As we get an extra point here for the Miami Dolphins. It's up and good. They're going to try an onside kick, too. Apparently Monday Night Football got a new scoreboard. Let's check it out, shall we? Let me give my honest live reaction, because I have no idea what it looks like, and I'm kind of curious. Let us see, chat. This is the game that never ends, just goes on and on and on. Yep, pretty much. Ooh, that's different. I don't hate it, I don't think. That's not terrible. Sanders on for the onside kick. Kansas City on the recovery, and that'll do it. I don't hate it. It's different, but it's not bad. Kind of mess with it. That's cool. Well, the Bills were driving. Now they're punting, so that's something. All right, so I missed the whole Bills opening series. Right. That is something you don't like to see, but it is what it is. All right, later, John Zeller. Appreciate you tuning in. And the last one for 4 years, yeah. Indeed. All right, let's get this game finished with Patrick. Handoff here up the middle. Jerick McKinnon slipping through tacklers, picking up 7. And, of course, Miami wants to take timeouts. Chick-fil-A should win undisputed right here, chat. Shouldn't even be a question. That's a free answer. Absolutely free. All right, come on. One more first down, and I'm just going to end stream, honestly. I don't even feel like completing this game. You already know what's going to happen. Not even going to finish this. If Kansas City gets a first down here, which they won't. They held me hostage for one more play. You hate to see it. GG's for me, honestly. It is mentally reps for me in this game. It was a fun one. I had a nice little football discussion. I'd love to do like Friday night Q&A like Grossi, but don't have the equipment for that. So this will have to do as we get a 3rd and 2. Man in motion. Mahomes on the handoff to Pacheco. Got the first down. This game is over, and I will see all of you tomorrow for Vikings and Falcons.